This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back takes the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, I don't know, there's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Short throw complete to the tight end. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Man, there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here's the second down play. Handoff from the shotgun. That run moves the ball across the 40.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Looking downfield, it's Thompson. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Tide. No chance to catch him.
Boy, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Crucial third down play right here. To the air, it's Brewer. Bringing pressure. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What an incredible job here by this safety, sitting back in cover 2, almost baits the quarterback to throw this football, jumps it, and comes up with a great interception.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaks loose at the 45. Look at that, he's still going. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Thompson. Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
2nd down now after the sack. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Testing the right side here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Play action here on first down. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Brewer. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to pull it down and run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They look to throw it here on second down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
On the screen. Brought down at the 25-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Scanning the field. It's Thompson. Receiver makes the grab. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Dropping back, it's Thompson. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. It's a draw to the back. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And they'll finally go down, but it's a 1st down and much more. Great game on the play.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. Not much on return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Heading left after the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. They're going to run it. That run moves the ball across the 35.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Close to the tight end. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
That completion sets up an important third down play. Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And then first down, right back to the running game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return.
I didn't expect that.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime.
My bad, my bad.
He'll hand it off. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. You bring them down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Brewer. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Going after, knocked right through. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Breaks loose at the 45. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Brewer. Throwing for his running back. This time a completion. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
We're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he makes the catch out of the 10. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here on fourth down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the first down and much, much more.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to throw. It's Brewer. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the grab on the move. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Handoff to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to extend the play. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's a good run defense.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Here comes a handoff. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And the back now goes in motion. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Crosses the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The shovel pass complete. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Bama. Still no answer for this offense. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. On first down, it's play action. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Brewer. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
This is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff running right. Gets some sleep, just trucks through the defender. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Running out of time in the pocket. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Getting set. Here's second down. To throw, it's Brewer. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The pocket breaking down. Looking right, this one caught. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. The crowd is roaring, trying to help this defense on fourth down. The QB throws his third pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Defense is coming after him. Touchdown, tie. And this one is getting ugly. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment that had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
He's running out of time here. Contact as he threw it. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this second. After the sack on first down, it's second down. Looking to pass, it's Brewer. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful.